Good morning. Another day. I'm another office day. I'm still doing this big. I'm calling it my PCCP, which is ChatGPT came up with that name, by the way. I didn't come up with that, but it was procedures for commencing and completing projects. So what I'm doing is I'm trying to the way that I want to have my projects go and all of my jobs. I just want it so systemized that I can just literally just go to this document, look at where I'm at different steps. So I might be at step 1 to I don't even know what step I'm going to get up to, probably 20 or something like that. And pretty much what it is, from the first point of contact that a client messages me, they call me or get in contact with me, that very first exact message and that first text message I'll send them or email, reach out to them, to a month after the project, when I will give them an email or contact them and say, that sounds terrible for you probably. A month later, when I'm just going to check in on them and see if everything's fine with the project and they have, no questions or queries on what's going on and stuff like that. Just a friendly check-in. So I just really, because at the moment I've got all these jobs that I've got sitting there ready to quote, and I really want to be show the clients that I'm really care and don't want to keep them waiting, because at the moment I'm a bit embarrassed that I have a big job that I've got to quote there sitting there, but didn't realize the workload I had on me, and it's probably going to be like 6 weeks till I can get back to them with a quote finish. So it's not really embarrassed, it's just more that it's not really how I want to run, because then I feel like the client might be thinking, this guy's a little bit unorganized, or what's the job going to be like when he goes through it. So trying to put this in place so that I can have due dates for quotes and stuff like that, and have systems and have email templates ready to go, so when I'm up to a certain stage in a job, I can reference back to this long list of steps of how a project will go, and I'll just go, righto, I'm up to this step, yep, okay, check, tick. Because even at the moment, sometimes I even forget paying for like QBCC home warranty insurance, which is something that I got to do within 10 days of the start of the job. So with this, I'll just enter into my calendar, this is due for this date and stuff like that. But anyways, a roundabout way of saying it, that at the moment I'm trying to put these long systems or big systems in place that I reckon I might even be a couple of days on it, but in the long run it's going to set me up for the future and stuff like that. So I guess YouTube wise, it's going to be a lot of chatting like this and not too much on-site stuff. So that word thing I did yesterday, I'm trying to, with that lighting, there we go, getting a bit better at this too, making sure my camera's a bit nicer. But I did that little word thing above my head yesterday. That probably took me hour and a half just to work out that word thing, so I think I might hold back off on that. Watch some YouTube guys online, and they've got some pretty intense editing and stuff like that, and thinking, what type of YouTuber do I want to be and stuff like that. But I think for me, I'm just going to be editing myself and doing daily videos and stuff like that, and I just think it's going to be more pretty basic stuff, and not going to do the whooshing and stuff like that too much. Maybe in my future videos, but because I'm hoping in my future videos I really just want to be more long and informed and detailed in construction industry stuff, like codes and stuff like that, and processes, and like all this massive PDF thing that I've written up, this document. I'd love to send that around and show people how I do what I do, and it might be, might help out another young fella coming up and through, and he might check it out and say, oh yeah, I might pick something from that and that. Because I find in our game that some builders out there don't really want to they keep their cards close. They don't really want to chat about what they do or how they do, because they think that if they give out their secrets, then he's going to be a competition against me, and I'm not, and then he's going to take over, take my work or something like that. But I just think there's that much work out there that why not bring everyone up together, and we're all at the same level and stuff like that, and then pick from there. Because I don't know, I just don't believe that telling people how you run your business and stuff like that. But in a sense, people just don't do that anyways, because so bloody busy all the time. So, but yeah, the same with builders and stuff like that. Get a bit funny when they talk about money and stuff like that, or their margins and stuff like that. Like, I hope in the future that I'm not going to exactly talk about how much, you know, hourly rates and stuff like that, because from all around Australia, from even in Queensland, like between Brisbane to Cairns, it's going to be different, like just because of the cost of living and stuff like that. But I'd love to show how I actually work out my hourlies and hourly rates and stuff like that, and how it all pans out, and how I track it and stuff like that again, but without showing the actual dollar values, because the dollar values are irrelevant. You can get the percentages and stuff like that. I feel like that's key information that you can help work with for yourself and stuff like that. But yeah, but anyway, I'll probably go head back in, just doing another lap out here and get back into the office, and might just be a little bit of a chat like this today on the video. Yeah, so this is what I've been working on. It's got each step detailed and stuff like that. I'll show you. It's probably a bit how detailed I'm going and depth into it. I've even got a bag ready to go, just that one down there, and it's got all this stuff ready to go, so that when I go to my first on-site meeting, my very first 5-minute or hour meeting with a client for the first time, got all that ready to go, and what my outfit's going to be. Sense of how my brain works, it's pretty detailed and stuff like that, but I feel like it'll go a long way in the end when I actually start sticking to it and stuff like that. I feel like I'll be good for a long time coming. Just on my second walk for the day, still going pretty hard on the computer. Definitely made some progress in that last session, but yeah, I've just been thinking that I'm gonna start doing on Sundays, the first Sunday of every month, I'm going to do like a bit of a review of where I'm at with everything and stuff like that, and do a video on that, and maybe future videos that I'm going to do, but I'll probably explain more when I get to it. But tomorrow I'll pretty much set in for doing this constantly for the next few days. I'm still waiting to hear back from an engineer and some material for another job. That engineer, it's a carport job, which will be a really cool job, cool to check out when I get stuck into it. It's a carport and it's pretty technical, so that'll be a cool one. So I'll have to, as soon as I get the engineer's plans back, I'll sit down and I've got to work out my steel sizes and lengths and stuff like that, and then get to a supplier, get some quotes, and then get that booked in. But yeah, for now I've got I reckon it could be the whole week just sitting in the computer and stuff like that, which is good though. I'm pretty excited about it because I'm loving some of the stuff that I'm putting down, so exciting for the next few months coming up. But I'll probably end up just finishing the video here because a bit of a chat, and then I'll have another chat tomorrow, and I'll see what I'm up to.